Hey everyone, I hope everyone's having an amazing 2017 because I haven't talked to you guys since like January 1st or 2nd. It's almost been 2 months since I've gotten on camera. I know I've been pretty inactive, but just with everything, trying to figure out what I'm doing after I'm graduating and stuff, I kind of needed to take time to focus on me and focus on what I'm doing afterwards so that I have everything together. But I have some free time today, finally, so I'm going to talk to you guys and I'm not really going to offer any advice. I'm just kind of going to talk about what I've been thinking about lately and speak out loud because I'm not always going to have the answer. People aren't always going to have the answers for me, but sometimes if you talk or if you hear something and you hear it out loud, um, it'll get your mind kind of thinking, and then maybe you'll have a change of perspective. So, speaking of change, one of the changes that I've been kind of going through, we have a new club at our school. It's called Unashamed, and it's pretty awesome. It's pretty much like a Bible club, and we just get together and we talk about struggles that we go through every day, every week, every month, every year, and we talk about ways to cope with that and confiding in God and not being ashamed to do that. And it's pretty cool. It kind of feels like group, and it's like really awesome. So if you don't have that at your school, I would strongly advocate for that. But this past week, they had us dig a little deep and they asked us to say what our struggles were. Anything that you struggle with, it doesn't have to be super emotional. It could just be a pet peeve or something. But um, this girl in the group, she said that something that she struggles with is boredom. And I was like, wow, like that's actually true. You never really realize how bored you are and how bad that is. And she said she hates the fact that we just wake up every morning, we go to school, we do our work, or we don't do our work. And then, you either stay after for sport or some type of activity, and then you go back home, and then you're expected to do your work, do some chores, and then you get up and you do it all over again. And of course, you have those moments where you can hang out with people and stuff, but like, it just seems like you're doing the same thing every day. And she said I'm not really sure if I'm supposed to be super, if I'm supposed to kind of like live while I'm young and just have no regrets and just do whatever I want. Or if I should take my time slowly and make good decisions because as we get older, we're going to look back and regret them. But she said the hard part about that is that you never know when you're going to leave this earth. And so you're going to leave and you're going to say, man, I should have had more fun. Or you're going to say, um, you're going to make bad decisions and you're going to have to live a very long and stressed out life. And like I said, I don't really have any advice to say about that because that's something that I deal with too. I find myself being bored a lot more than I probably should be. But I've said this so many times, and I guess something to help with that is just living where you are, being happy where you are, and taking using the most of it because I'm about to graduate and I don't know what I'm going to do afterwards. I mean, I think I have a plan for what I want to do, but you never know how things are going to turn out. And right now, everything that I get, like, I'm living like a luxury right now. Like, I get to live at my parents' house. The only thing that I really have to do is just clean up after myself, do my schoolwork, do it well, and then go to school and get a good education. Everything that I have right now is for free. You know, if and when I go to college, I'm gonna have to pay for that. And I'm 18 now, so anything if I do anything against the law, like I'm probably gonna go to prison. So I don't know. It seems like a stretch, but I guess basically what I'm trying to get at is that time just goes by so fast, and even though we hate routines, we kind of have to love them because, in a way, they kind of keep our life in order. They keep it in check. You hear parents and grandparents saying all the time when I was your age, like I remember I did this, and I'm so glad that my parents put a stop to it or whatever. And they didn't like the routine of that, but it keeps your life in order. I feel like if you don't have any type of routine, then you're just going to end up being a mess and a complete like disaster emotionally, physically, and mentally. Um, and that's not good. But this video is probably not top quality just because I don't really know what to say about that. That's something that I struggle with myself. And so I'm going to keep trying to find an answer. But maybe there is no answer. Maybe you just kind of have to go with it and just make the most of your time. That's all I can say. Um, be where you are and just focus on that. But anyway, that's it. You guys can like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you need to do. Reach out if you'd like. And I hope you guys have a fabulous Sunday.